So, good morning, good afternoon, good night, everybody. There's people from all around the world. Just make sure you start. Okay, you are broadcasting,
Yes.
Richard. So today will be still the first topic of our webinar series that we are covering in the for the next. There's 5 weeks remaining. The goal is really to give you an overview of the new Automation Studio 7.0 version that we're going to release. So if we move to the next slide, Richard, I know that some of you are already registered to other uh, other webinars and so on. So today is about the manufacturer catalog. So Richard Gagne will be presenting it. Richard is leading the catalog development team in discussion with a lot of manufacturers we work with. And then successfully, you will have some specific topics for the other webinars. So next week will be about new manifold design tools that will be available in Automation Studio 7.0. As you see, being able to design and simulate your block, a strong link with what you will see today. So the manufacturer catalogs are containing cartridge valve that you will be able to use for your manifold design. After that, we will have something a bit more specialized regarding the analysis of some systems. So in hydraulic, electrical, system development, doing some failure analysis, or we call FMEA analysis, so a specific module that we also will be available in order to enhance your capability of doing those type of analysis. In February, we will also initiate 2 webinars more related to some specific simulation. So that dynamic simulation, thermal simulation will be covered as well on February 11th, and so on. February 18 will be more about hybrid and electrical drive application type of topics, how you could use Automation Studio to design from the electrical engine motor using the mechanical environment that we have in Automation Studio in order to have a complete machine built in Automation Studio. And the last webinar will cover more industrial processes with some automation, or automation topics. We talk about PLCs, how you can sequence your application. Also, more and more catalogs containing industrial product, both pneumatic industrial, will also be presented. So let Richard start with this today's webinar on manufacturer catalog. Thank you to have joined us. Really big crowd this morning for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vincent. As Vincent introduced me, I'm Richard Gagne. We just in case you would like to post a question during the presentation, you can use the chat, a chat box. You just post your question, and in parallel, I have my colleague that could answer right away in the chat box. So do not hesitate. After the presentation, we will have 30 minutes of question, of time to ask and to ask your question, and I will be there to answer a question. So let's start. So as Vincent start, just make a quick. If I get back to the first slide, I will. This will be a brief agenda for today. This webinar aims to present the feature in the catalog manager. In the we have started in 2005, already more than 15 years of development that FAMIC has done in configurator, builder, so digital tools that we call today. And this journey, we are now in 2021, and we have more than 50 or 55 catalog achieved and completed by our team. Okay, so let's start. So I will cover a new catalog available, access to the manufacturer catalog, how to access to the manufacturer catalog that you may download. I will explore some of the catalog since we have a huge quantity of product. I will not be able to cover all, but I will cover those. Component and function simulation will be also presented. How to use the simulation, how to take advantage of the catalog for simulation, function simulation, and component simulation. Using the catalog, how to use a catalog, how to build a circuit, how to search in the catalog. I will explain also our service. We have a specific service of on-demand component. I will explain also this, and after we will summarize and answer your question. Okay, so let's start with the new manufacturer catalog available. You are an Automation Studio client, a FAMIC client, and you would like to know how and where are the new catalog and how to download those catalog. So just go directly to the website. You go to the website, sorry, and you can directly, let me restart the browser. You go to FAMIC. I have already the page of FAMIC, and you select the language, and you can directly go to the web page where we have the catalog, products, manufacturer catalogs, once again, and here are all the manufacturer we have signed agreement with. So we have Emerson, Rexroth, Zappa. We have all are sorted by are sorted in alphabetic order. So we have Continental, Dan Brevini, Danfoss, Delta Power, Doosan in Korea, and we have also Eaton. We have Humphrey, IDAC, Hydroforce, and so on. So we have, if you would like to know what is new, it's simple. You just click on Parker, for example, Parker Inifin, and you will have down the list here, you will have all the catalog available with the mention new. What we have on the right, we will have the future link to the web catalog that we should launch in 2021. And we have the download to access the portal. I will show you how to install later. And we have a brief presentation of each catalog. We call this file presentation file and catalog presentation file, where you have a brief introduction of the content of the catalog. So before downloading the catalog, I suggest you to go to our catalog page, and you can see the content, all the family for this catalog, the Parker pneumatics. We will have all listed here, all the family. So if I go down below, we explain also what we have in the catalog, the catalog manager, the configurator, product configurator, and also some test bench. This is a feature, interesting feature that I will explain later. Well, this feature is really interesting for understanding the behavior of the product, and also can be reused for your own use, maybe in activities, maybe training, internal training, or creating starting a project from this test bench that we call, or application test. Okay, so let me get back to the next point. Now we have, you know how to search in the catalog. We have the same story for Eaton. We have some updates. So when we have update, we also, for example, Eaton sectional CLS mobile valve 2.3 has been updated. Once again, you will find the presentation file and the content. Okay, so if you would like to see more, some of the manufacturer, we post a video. So this is an introduction of the catalog as well. So update, new, this is the page. You go at femictech.com and you will find our catalog page in the product menu. Okay, so next now, we will go to explore now at the next point, how to access the catalog. You would like to install, for example, if I take Puckline. So you would like to install the catalog. How to install the catalog? You have Automation Studio, you have the catalog manager, but you don't have the catalog. So in order to install the catalog on your computer, you go back to our catalog page and you just click on the catalog that you would like to download. So let's take, for example, Bookline or another one. And you will have to click directly here with the icon download. And this will bring you to the client zone. This is our new website. In order to access the portal, you have to log in on the client zone. So you log in. And once you have logged on our client zone, you will have access to different features and you will stay on the manufacturer catalog page. You will be able to go back to the manufacturer and directly access to the portal. This is the internal portal and the client portal of FAMIC Technology. As a client, you will have access, and you just have to download here, accept the terms and license agreement, and once you have access to the agreement, you can continue and download. Okay. For the presentation, I have prepared already the download to avoid missing time. So I will go directly to another session, and we will have download this package. So after you click download, you will access to this package. You double click on this package, and that will bring you to another pop-up window, and you will select depending on your zone. If you're in, for example, in America, in the United States or Canada, or you're in Brazil, Chile, I will recommend you to use America. If you're in France, Germany, you are in UK, you will use Europe. And if you're in Korea, India, we strongly recommend, or Australia, you will be using Asia. So once you start, you just download and you can install right away after. Okay, so I will not resume the download for the exercise. And the result of the download will be directly installed. I will not do the complete process. I think it's a step-by-step process you can download. And once you will have complete the download, at the next instance, so the next time you open Automation Studio, you will have your catalog open. So this is Automation Studio. If the catalog is not open and you install this catalog not on the C drive of and you install it on the on the server of your company, you can browse directly from this icon, open catalog, and you can browse through the network. Now I have my Windows is in French, Réseau is network, and you can browse and have the right location of the catalog on the server. No problem, you will find it. Okay, so if no, we have installed all the catalog on program data, family technology, catalog, and manufacturer. So this is how to open, and the file will be a CTGX file. Okay, I think this is done for the installation. Let's go now to a third topic, which is the catalog, exploring the catalog by technology. Let's have an overview of some catalog that we have available. So let's look at first the catalog manager. We have, for people that are familiar with Automation Studio, this is Automation Studio. For those that are not comfortable or familiar with Automation Studio, this is Automation Studio software. This is a simulation software where you can draw a circuit with symbol. In the fluid power, every symbol is based on the ISO 1219 standard, the latest one, version 2012. This is the generic library, while on the right here, we have the catalog manager. If I take, for example, Hydroforce catalog here, or Continental, Danfoss, you can have many catalog open. So let's take a look first on the left side. This is the generic library. If I have this pump will be a generic library. I want to focus on this. Why? This is really important because you will understand the advantage of the catalog. This is a pump, but this is a generic pump where the data you have to fill up all the characteristic of the pump when you create your pump model. So the data are generic or by default here, so you have to customize even for curves, efficiency curve, if you have data of the efficiency curve. So, and also one more thing, in the data, you will have the characteristic of the commercial information, the characteristic will be empty. So this is a generic, this is a no-name component. While in the catalog, this is a component customized according to the information of the manufacturer with the public information. So this is a catalog manager. Let's look at the catalog manager quickly. Let's go over and look at the different feature. On the left, you can create your own catalog. This is the button for opening catalog, the dialog. In the open file dialog, you have on the left the recently used catalog. If you are using, for example, a lot of Parker, you can make this Parker. Let's search here in the filter. You can make this Parker as your favorite catalog if you would like to. So you just click here and you can add this to favorite. So you can have a favorite window as well. So if you would like to open a different catalog, you just double click on it and the catalog will be open. So Parker filtration here and the catalog, you accept the agreement and the license agreement, and the catalog will be open just here. So let's get back to the first catalog that I had open, Hydroforce, and this is the tree view. So in the catalog, you have different feature. Okay, catalog properties, catalog update. I will say some word at the end. You have the toolbar, navigation toolbar, quick search, and editing. So we have first the navigation. You can create your bookmark. So if, for example, I have this puppet type and I go to SF0820, and you know this, you can create a bookmark. Just a bookmark will turn in blue the reference number and will be saved in your user preference. So at the next session of Automation Studio, you will keep your bookmarks. Don't worry. You can manage as well. The blue will be the navigation for the current session. And you can also print the content. This feature will be printing the content of the data, the image, and all the information regarding a product. So on the right, you will have the data according to this product. This will be data. There will be image, documents. There will be the PDF and the data sheet of the product, and also there will be a test bench as a test file. I will get back on this later with other catalog. I have prepared some demo on this topic. So we have notes. Sometimes manufacturer ask us to put notes. We can have also accessories and 3D viewer. So for the 3D will be dynamic. So for this, for example, if I configure this product, I will have this product being configured with the product configurator. Before configuring, this product configuration has been built for each catalog with the product number convention of each manufacturer. So if you just have to select the right option according to what you have on the public information of the manufacturer. So, and once you have complete, you just check and you will see your reference number will be in green. So the component is ready to use directly on the page, and will have as well the data, okay, set at the right value according to the option. And the symbol will be adjusted as well. Okay, what we have on this section now, here we have the reference, we have also the description, and we have also another feature, important feature, that you will find the description in the About menu. The About menu show you the name of the catalog, but also there is a statement from FAMIC Technology that each component has been done with the public information. For example, if I go to Continental and I look for a specific component, sorry, and let's go to the solenoid, VSD. So this component and this builder has been done according to the documentation so that we have in this catalog. So we will have here the documentation of the VSD, and we have the product code convention here. So this is our knowledge at FAMIC. We have the knowledge to build and create configurator, product number configurator, and also product configurator. Okay, so let's get back on the agenda. So I went to the presentation of the catalog. We went to the different feature that we have. We have also, so let's get back. So exploring the catalog, we have hydraulic, pneumatics, and electrical. So let's take a look at different manufacturer that we have. We have Continental, we have Danfoss, PVG valve. We have a preview. You can search by preview. If you are familiar with the manufacturer, you can, and you know you're familiar with the different family, you can search by just exploring with the preview, the symbol preview. If I take, for example, this basic module of PVG 32 valve, I can go also in Linde. For example, let's take another manufacturer. We have Linde, we have the different single pump, double pump, open loop pump. We have, let's take the E1 here. So you will have the symbol. If I go to load sensing pump, I will have another pump here with the symbol. So you can search by symbol or you can search by reference. If you know the reference number, you can directly type this here. If you say, okay, I look for control CA in this catalog, and the search will bring you and load the table of control CA. Okay, so you will have the CA control directly here. Okay, this is a way to search. We can have the Eaton pump, and then different manufacturer. We have different gear pump, piston pump, van pump. If I go to the piston pump, all the series are there. So if I take the 420, once again, you have a preview, a default, and you have the configurator of the ADU. I will not build because the time is flying. Once again, we have different test bench, we have image, we have data, and we have also Eaton motors, we have Parker pneumatics as well. So by technology, we have air preparation and so on. If I take this, for example, I have this flow control valve. This flow control valve have been developed, and we have, according to the PDF that we have on Parker website, and we will have the builder to create the part number. It will come with a link to the catalog, and also it comes with a test bench. So let's take another example of catalog. We have the Eaton electrical catalog. In the electrical, we can, if you would like to create with our electrotechnical workshop, you would like to create your circuit, your electrical control circuit, we have different with the two standard, the IEC standard and the NEMA standard. We have different component, electrical component, push button. Okay, we have toggles, we have everything we have in the volume 11. We have also HIDAC. We have developed different sensors, display, controller. For example, we have temperature transmitter that may come on your machine. Once again, we have the symbol, image, etc. Okay, so we have covered now the different technology that show you what we can get. We can have a different technology, different manufacturer, and different standard. Okay, so let's go to an example of now component and function simulation. You have find the product, you're interested in the product, you are using a specific component. We have in the catalog, okay, each catalog, as I said, is coming with a test bench, each product, each master product. If I go to, for example, if I take, so just let me know, or maybe I just forget something important. I went to the search in the catalog, but I forgot to show you one more feature, important feature. So in the catalog, before showing the simulation, we can also perform a specific search based on properties. So if I would like to look for a pump or a motor, let's take the Eaton motors here. I will not use this one. You select search in. So I will be looking for a specific motor. So here you have to specify the location of the where you would like to search, which catalog. You can, if need be, you can specify the location or the category. Sorry, the category of the of the component. For that, I will select actuator, motor, and also you can search by text. You can also perform a search by properties, and this is interesting. If you know the size of the motor that you are looking for, you may add the criteria displacement, for example. So you have displacement. Let's look for displacement. And let's say that this will be 100 cc. Okay, so but I don't want, I will limit the search. I will say, okay, 100 cc plus or minus 25%. And let's add another one. Let's say, okay, I will limit the pressure. So maximum, I will limit maximum pressure. Let's go down the list. It's a long list. There is a lot of properties in the Automation Studio. Oh, let's take maximum pressure, and we will limit our search to, okay, let's have something higher than 350 bar. We have the unit converter as well here. This is everywhere in Automation Studio, by the way, unit converter. And you can select a logic. We say, okay, I will put this criteria. I would like to the search that the component, the result of the search will meet the two requirements here, maximum the displacement and the maximum. So as soon as you're ready, you just launch, and the result will give you. So let's perform the search. It will look in the Eaton motor, and you will have, it will load all what we have found in the Eaton motor. So you have a long, if there is too much result, for example, I have over 40 result here, you can, if you you can revise your search and make it more narrow. If you double click on it, for example, it will bring you directly to the product, and you can start from this configurator and look for. Okay, so this is a specific search I have covered. Also, one more thing, just since we have a presentation about the 7.0, the next version of Automation Studio, I have here on my other screen another instance of Automation Studio, which is the 7.0. So just a quick overview of the catalog that will be used with the next manifold design module. We will have the sun hydraulic, for example. We will have this catalog available. This delta power, we will have Danfoss, we will have also IDAC, we will have Hydroforce, we will have Eaton, we will have Heavy, we will have all the catalog that you have seen on our web page. So for example, if I take this valve, this collateral Danfoss valve, I put it on the schematic here, I will be able to use this catalog, and we will see this in the next webinar to come. We will be able to create the block manifold directly in Automation Studio, and this icon here will allow you to launch the manifold design module. So once you will have the access to the module and the catalog, you will be able to create your manifold using Automation Studio tool. So once again, you will be able to generate your manifold, and you will be able to launch by clicking on this cube here. Okay, this is not the topic today. I know this is really interesting. Let's get back on the catalog. So I was at the simulation now. So simulation feature in Automation Studio and Test Bench. So for the presentation, the next presentation, I will show you in the catalog Linde, we have different pumps. I select for you some of those. For this presentation, let's get back to Linde. Okay, by the way, you see how I select. I can select here the catalog. I can sort the catalog by order, alphabetic order, or I can manually ordering the catalog if I would like to. If you would like to move this one here, you can move that as well. And you can also hide here the standard. For this catalog, we have the Eaton symbol, and we have also some of the pump done with the latest standard. Okay. So if I go to Linde and I look for, let's take, for example, the ET, let's take the pump, ETP, power control. Let's take this one. And I will have the data sheet. You can explore the data sheet. And after, once you are ready to learn more about this pump, you can use our test bench. The test bench is here. You click on it, and this will open an Automation Studio file. So we have this test bench. It's an open loop pump with a power control. So for this test bench that we have produced in relation and with the close relation with the Linde engineer. So this is the test bench made by FAME. And this test bench, let's close this. You can launch the simulation by using the simulation tool ribbon bar here. And each test bench each test bench comes with instruction on the left, and when the public documentation of the manufacturer include performance curve, we had these performance curve for the test bench. So for example here, if I start using operating this pump, I will be first using a cursor, a pedal for the flow setting. I will use as well a joystick for limiting the power, and I emulate a torque using a pedal. So this torque will be applied on this motor. So if I start using and simulating, you will see on the right here, I have the graphic that show the displacement or the flow versus the input signal, the current that I'm using here. And we can see the flow going through the pump with different subcomponent, different valve, different swash plate, and everything is animated and is simulated at a time. So we have the pressure measuring live here, and if I follow the instruction, you can follow this instruction and perform the test. and learn about this one. Here we have the power envelope, and if I limit the power, I will be able to limit the power using this and trying to slowly generate pressure. You will see 50 kilowatt will be conserved. This is an example among other of test bench. Let's go to another example. Maybe I will go to the pneumatic now. Stop. We have the same story, same feature in other technology. So if I go to Catalogue, again, manager, I'll go to, let's take a Parker. I prepare Parker pneumatic. And I will look to, let's take a EPP4. So I have this one. And once again, I have the symbol. Let's take a look and explore the behavior of this component with the test bench. Once again, the component has been created according to the public documentation of Parker. And if the documentation include performance curve, we include the performance curve. So these performance curve are here for the flow. And once again, comes with the test bench comes with instruction. And if I start the simulation with the simulation ribbon bar, it's normal simulation. And I can input a signal. So input signal, and I can operate. So I will adjust the pressure. Let's put this to 4 bar, and I will let the flow go. And you see this is a pneumatic. Directly Automation Studio adjusts the output pressure and flow. So if I changed suddenly to 8, that will bring you to the upper curve at 8 bar. And more I regulate or I adjust the flow. So Automation Studio is reacting as well. So, and you can see also how the flow is going through the line here. So this can be used for your own learning, or you can reuse this test bench for your internal training at your location. Okay, so it's still have 15 minutes to go. I will go now to how to use the catalog. I will show you an example how to build a circuit. I will be using a PVG valve, for example. So let's do it. Let's do this. So let's close those files in order to have more room to work. And I will clear this. And now let's open the how to use. So in the use of the catalog, there is different benefits. Okay, as I mentioned before, there is the ready to use the component that we have in the catalog. We have here, for example, the Parker pneumatics. So as I said, I will get back to Denfos. We have all the Denfos here, for example, PVG 16, we have the PVG 100, PVG 120, 128, and 256. So if I take a look at for example, the PVG 32, if I would like to create, I will refer to the documentation if you're not familiar, and you will have to refer to the different component according to the size of your machine or the ID that you have in mind. Okay, so once you know the number, once you know the product, the size, you will be able to use the catalog easily as here. So let's take first an inlet module. Indeed, I have prepared some reference for me in order to accelerate the demo. So if I take, for example, this inlet module, I will be using Open Center PVP. You just drag drop this here, and I will be using this inlet. Let's make more room, sorry. Oh, you put this right away here, and you will have to use after the basic module that correspond to and fit with this inlet module. I have already prepared this one, so I will take this one, and you just put and assemble. For the exercise, in order to, you will have, oh, sorry, I forgot important things. You will be able to also specify the right number, because that will have an impact on the list of material that you will be building at the end. And let's duplicate that one just by control click. And I will hand this with a hand plate. So I can add as well this controller on the top. Let's take this one for PVG32, PVA, and this type of connector plus active. I will use this directly on the top. Okay, so let's zoom in. And attach this too. And after, I will complete this, duplicate this one with this one. Of course, you can see there is color here. You can, if you would like to draw without highlight, you just remove the highlight and you can complete. There is something missing also. There will be the spool, directional valve to add here, and the end plate. So I already select this for this presentation. So let's go to the right end plate. So end plate, I select that one before. That was this one. And there you go. I have the right plate and the spool. So I will have to select the main spool. So the spool is here. You have to configure. With this configurator, I will be using one at 40, set at 40 liter per minute. And for the first section, and I will be using the second one. Let's say higher volume, 64. Sorry, 65. There we go. So as you can see, my PVG32 valve is complete. I just have to use, if you have other component, you can add other component. For this exercise, I can add a load sensing pump directly here. Pump, I will be using load sensing. Where is this one? Okay, let's take that one. And I will add quickly some generic component. And there we go. I will, if you don't know about the connector, you can show the connector name. And as you see, you have the P port here. And you have the tank port. I will duplicate for directly this one here. And I will connect the load sensing to the load sensing port. Okay, and there we go. And I have other port, but it's not important. This is measuring port, another tank port, so I can leave that free. And I can add quickly, let's say the second service will be for the motor and the first one will be for a cylinder. So let's put this here and put the double acting cylinder here. And there we go. I have almost complete the circuit by using the Catalogue. So it took maybe 5 or 10 minutes, excluding the search, but it's really accelerating the creation of the circuit. That's one of the benefits that you have. And now you're ready to simulate and trying to simulate. Indeed, I have not set the pump at the right setting according to the demand here, but this is something that you have to do after the major part has been done here. Okay, if I stop the simulation, this is the component. One more interesting thing is the list of material. Automation Studio comes with different template. You can add list of material, fluid BOM, for example. So you just click here and automatically the BOM will be generated. So for this exercise, I have prepared as well my BOM with some of the criteria, important criteria. So here it comes. There will be an automatic BOM. Let me zoom in. You have this, but I have another one. I would just take the one that I have prepared for this with the right column. This is another example. There you go. I have the part number. I have the manufacturer, description, and the quantity just on the right. So I have, if you would like to access directly, you can click on it, control click, as you see, and it brings you directly to the component on the schematic. This is a dynamic BOM. If I take this one and I duplicate this one, I will have automatically updated if I duplicate it again, the list of material, the BOM. So I have 3 of those here, you see. Okay, that was for the BOM and for the how to use the catalog. Indeed, this is for mobile hydraulic. If you are in the industrial, you can maybe work differently, okay? If, for example, you start from scratch and you would like to, let's say, okay, I'm in the pneumatic, you start from an ID. I have, let's say, sorry, just open this. I have this pressure valve here, or let's take this valve. And you would like to look for a specific valve, you can use also, once you have an idea of the cracking pressure, maximum flow, maximum pressure, you can use this button. That is how to search, search in the catalog. So you will be starting from a specific category of component, and you will be able to use the characteristic starting from cracking pressure here, and you will be able to modify using a specific logic, higher, equal, or a range, a specific range. So, and you will be able to launch the search in all the catalog by clicking on this. So this is another way to search in the catalog, another way also to work. If you have all your generic component on your circuit, each of one has the button, and you can explore starting from a specific criteria that you, or a specific value that you have set in your existing circuit. Okay, so it's almost, I still have a couple of minutes to go through the next. So we have on-demand component request service. So we have this. Indeed, we have done a lot of component, a lot of catalog, but sometimes you cannot find the component that you are looking for, the manufacturer that you're looking for. That is why we have developed, as you will see on our website. Let's get back to the page. Down the page, there will be, you didn't find what you're looking for, request a specific manufacturer component. You will click here, and that will bring you to a specific form. Okay, so you can enter your data. You have to enter the part number, and please supply the brochure or the technical data sheet of the manufacturer. And with this, our team, our catalog team, will be able to start. We'll be able to create. We will not. This service has some limit. Since we have a really high demand, we will not be able to produce or create all the component that you would like. We will limit the number of requests. If the component is easy to do, for example, this is a check valve or this is a pressure valve, and you can start from a generic component, we will go online and we will assist you and we'll create the component with you. It will take not much than maybe a half an hour or maybe 15 minutes, depending on the complexity of the technology. Okay, so you just fill this form, and what it will be the result, we will take this component and we will add it to our Automation Studio catalog. We have this for pneumatics. Sorry, I have some delay on my mouse. This won't be long. So this is a catalog, and here is all the valve. For example, if I go to the valve, all the manufacturer, we have Argoitos down here, some Argoitos. We have Booker valves that we have done, for example, in the past. This is a request from customer, long list of requests, so MKD. And we have also Atos, we have Bosch requests, we have also valve oil requests, we have different OneFlow, we have Technor, and so on. We still have Parker here, but the Parker are now moved to their own catalog. We have some Moog as well, Mini Booster, etc. Okay, so Continental as well we have, but now they will be moving too. So we will do, for example, if I take this valve from Booker, we have done this according to the documentation that the customer supplied. Okay, this is the on-demand component. We have also, as I said, the same catalog for pneumatics, request from different manufacturer. Okay, mobile, for example, I will click here. We have some Bendix, we have Knorr, we have some Wapco. This is the same story, okay? You post your request and our support team will contact you, and we will limit indeed the number of components, but we will try to supply as soon as possible what you need to complete your project, okay? This is for on-demand component. This is the service. Also, we offer service, okay, if there is some specific component that you would like us to develop, and this is confidential, we also have this service, and you can contact our sales team and they will explain you the service. We can develop a simulation project and we can develop component as well, on-demand component, specific on-demand component. Okay, so so I have talked about the Automation Studio catalog, on-demand requests. So as you see, if I make a small summary of what we have discussed today, So let's get back on the plan. So I explore some new manufacturer. You go to our website, access to the catalog. You have to download, you have to install. You ask your IT, he can do that for you if you are from a corporate company that has his own has centralized the software management. They will install for you on a specific location the manufacturer catalog. I explore. Remember that we have done several catalog for different technology, hydraulic, pneumatics, electrical, and we have also, I have shown also how to search the test bench for simulation. We have also, I have also show how to quickly use and take advantage by, for the example of a PVG valve that I have shown here. And also I have presented the on-demand component service, which each of the requests, okay, are saved and published in the Automation Studio catalog, hydraulic, electrical, and pneumatics. So once again, this tool fit and is in line with the new trend of digital tool. Okay, this is each of these components or a digital product for us. And that is the vision of FAMIC, offering the larger number of manufacturer and digitalize the maximum number of components for different field of technology. So this is our objective. This is what we aim to do with Automation Studio and the catalog. So I will be ready to take your question. I will ask maybe Vincent to be the moderator, or I can,
Yes,
Vincent?
Richard, I can take the rebound on that. You were mentioning digital tool and the more cloud-based application. I don't know if you're ready. Me, I could, because there was a question about the web access to those catalogs, Richard.
Yes. So the web access is not ready yet. This is one of our objective after the release of the 7.0. We would like to launch our server, our web catalog server.
Yeah, but if I may, Richard, I can show it briefly. I have it just as a.
Oh, you have a demo of it? Okay. So
yes.
I will make you the presenter.
Concept.
Okay. So let me just find you in the list, Vincent.
You have two tabs there, Richard. There's one participant and there's one organizer. Just make sure you are the right tab. I think I can share my screen.
Yes, let me just yeah. So I have two tabs, you said. Okay, personal. Okay, Vincent.
I already, Richard. I took.
Okay. So. Thank you.
Okay, so question is about the web access to the catalog. The interface is not finalized here, but Richard showed at the beginning of the presentation all the download process and so on. Of course, to be in line with the cloud access and so on. Make sure that you will be able from a browser to select all the catalogs. It will be much more easier for us and for the manufacturer working with us to update those parts. So the same concept, you have a list of catalogs here to show, and you'll be able to navigate. Let me maximize this first. Be able to navigate, you will have access to the PDF, to the symbol, you'll be able to configure all the options. Okay, so same configurator concept. Okay, and when you are ready with that, try to show both screens. Sorry, okay, you'll be able to take this part and bring it into Automation Studio and use it with the configuration that you have done. So a couple of people asked for it, so you can confirm this is answering your question. So one, it's transfer in Automation Studio. All the simulation information, commercial information will be carried up from the cloud up to your Automation Studio desktop application. Okay.
Any other question,
Great.
Vincent, that you
Yes, there
received
is
in the?
another one that's more regarding some of the electrical component. One of our attendee asked where we are with our PLC catalogs and so on. I don't know if you have shown the Mitsubishi one, Richard.
Yes, yes. No, I
But
did not.
also there was some regarding Allen Bradley and Omron and those type of components.
Yeah, we have developed
I will make you back the
several.
presenter, Richard.
Yeah, we have developed several. Yeah,
You have the
thank
list
you.
of all the catalogs available from the website. So when you're ready,
Yes,
just show back
yes,
your screen there, Richard.
yes, I will do. Okay, okay. So I will just show the right screen. Okay, can you see Automation Studio, Vincent?
Yes, we see your screen now. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so let's go back to the screen and just show you the different. Let's go back to product manufacturer. So far, we will have PLC for IDAC. Okay, not the PLC for IDAC, but this will be controller. But we will have Mitsubishi, and we have also a new for PLC. We have a new in the 7.0. We have a new let's say a new library, okay, with ladder, okay, that will include the Siemens ladder and Allen Bradley. Once this will be certified in after launching this version, which is the 7.0, okay, we will start doing some of the catalog, okay, for including PLC. So we have already some Eaton done, okay, but it's more controller. But for the PLC, it will be Mitsubishi, the first one.
Just to complement Richard, because I think the one that asked for that's more involved in electrical design. Bon, for the PLCs, we have done some Siemens, Allen Bradley, and well-known PLCs also from the on-demand component. So what Richard introduced with the hydraulic pneumatic stand for electrical components. If there's any specific PLCs that you need in Automation Studio format, we'll be pleased to look at it if you have the catalog manager and the subscription to the catalog. Also, another things that will be covered in the upcoming webinars will be the co-simulation or the connectivity with those PLCs. We have developed with Automation Studio many ways in order to make your virtual system connected with any PLCs that are existing. So it could be from OPC protocol. We have also developed the CAN bus J1939, the plug and play device. And so on. So there's everything you need in Automation Studio and with the communication with real hardware that can be established in order to do your multi-technology design. Okay, so I hope this answer the question. Okay, there's still a lot of questions. It seems great. We'll try to take a couple of them. So if I start from the older ones,
Vincent, I
yes,
took down maybe a couple questions if you
go
want
ahead,
to.
Bruno. Yeah, go ahead.
So one of the interesting questions was how to change a part number on the schematic.
Yes, okay, this is an easy one. If you have, for example, let's take this spool valve from, okay, you would like to change this, okay, you have this, and you just directly go to the commercial information. Okay, and I forgot to say that once you drag drop the component, everything is locked, and everything is all the manufacturer data coming from the catalog or has a specific state. So, for example, if you would like to change this reference number or part number, depending the alias or name that you put on, you just unlock, and there you go. You just change, for example, this is a special order, let's say S for special. Let's complete. And you just do that, and that's it. That will be updated as well in the BOM. Here. Oops,
Yes.
sorry for this script. It's a special, not ratio. So
yeah, so if I may, Richard, there's I think there's two questions in the same question. So you just shown how to change the part number. I think also there was a question regarding, is it possible to change a configuration of a component once it is on the schematic?
Oh, okay. I thought
like
you was
you
saying,
shown maybe for the cartridge valve catalog, be able to reconfigure a product. This is something that we will have in 7.0.
Yes.
For the cartridge valve at least, and so on. So there was also the question, once the product is on the schematic, is it possible to change an options, or you need to go back to the catalog to do it?
Yes, that will be possible in 7.0 because we implement the part number builder directly in the component properties, as you see here. So you will be able to change the configuration of the component. If you can you change this builder? No, this is between the manufacturer and FAMIC Technology. This is part of the agreement. We will follow the part number convention. I answer as well the other if there is a third question. So as you see here, I just modified the component here. So this part number has been modified as well. So it will be directly here in the component properties. You see I haven't the catalog open, but at the same time, if you're not sure, you can get back to the catalog and once again take another one or configure again this will be the same builder here for this product. Okay. Can do the same in Delta Power. If I take this one, Vincent, and let's configure quickly.
Yes, so this is really important. So this is the 7.0 version, so you will be able to get access to the catalog configurator from the schematic in order to change some options. So the part numbers, by doing that, will automatically be updated with an existing part number compared to the previous ways you show, Richard, or the old ways, I would say. So if you change the part number manually, there's always a chance that the part number is not matching what you get in your simulation or in your characteristics. So this will be a really good enhancement in the 7.0. Okay, hope this answered the questions. I have a couple of questions regarding some controllers that we may have or not in our catalog. So I saw a lot of questions regarding Parker ICANN availability, and I saw some for +1, okay, Danfoss +1.
Yes.
So I don't know if you have them ready, but we have done some ICANN Parker controllers. We have done some M3, M4 controllers already. We make them available as you request those. We have also those the +1 controllers is there. So two things here. So those controllers, they are available in Automation Studio, or we make them available in Automation Studio. So and then you have two choices. You could build the logic directly in Automation Studio with the tools that we offer. Okay? We have a block diagram module, we have an SFC, so we have a lot of already well-known ladder logic with new ones upcoming in 7.0 that you could use directly in Automation Studio. or you could link those controllers using CAN or OPC connectivity. Okay, so then you will have the interface built in Automation Studio, the interface of those controller. So this is what you shown, Richard. The electrical catalog contains some of those controller. Okay, so the interface built in Automation Studio, but all the logics or the intelligence or the programming, you could keep your real hardware and do co-simulation with the virtual system. It could be pneumatic and hydraulic. So both were requested. Okay, so I hope this answers some of the questions that were asked regarding the Parker ICANN and Danfoss +1. And this is the same for Richard. You showed HIDAC controllers; they are available. I may have a little video to show you an example of what we have done with some Hydroforce controller. If you
Yeah,
wish,
and we
Richard,
have also yes, just before changing, yes, you just let me know that we have in Hydroforce, we have also done some Hydroforce controller as well as HIDAC. Yes, that will come soon available.
And maybe another question. Another question that
Vincent
came up.
would like to show something.
Yeah, let me just show you
Okay.
something that will hopefully. I think I've got the control, Richard, to display my screen.
Okay.
I will designate. So this will show. Well, it's similar of what you can do. Here we go. So this, if I launch this, an example of the type of architecture that you can put together. Okay. So you have here on the bottom right, you have a joystick which is linked and send a value to a controller. And this controller is linked, in that case, it's using CAN bus J1939 protocol. Okay, so in the connectivity manager, the communication manager that Richard showed, you are able easily to link the input and output variables. So you can read the sensors of the hydraulic virtual system, send it back to the controller, and adjust from the logic that you built using a +1 guide, using the ICANN programming language, and so on. And you really test the output of the controller on the virtual system. Okay, so this is a little compliment that I wanted to give. So those specific connectivity as well, for those that ask the question, we'll get in touch with you. The last webinar that we give at the end of February will cover also more specifically the connectivity of PLCs to a pneumatic and hydraulic industrial process. Okay? So we're more in the mobile environment here, but the same stands for the industrial application. So Bruno, sorry, other question?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, but I think one of them that come up that's pretty interesting is can a user create their own catalog?
Of course, yes. Let me get back on the screen, Vincent.
Yes, I will make you your back, Richard. Your back to presenter. Yes.
So, for example, so the question is, sorry for. Sometimes it's not easy to share screen once we are multiple presenter. So can you see my screen, Vincent? May I get back on the right screen? So
you are presenting, Richard.
Okay, thank you. So the question is how to create your own catalog. Imagine you have this circuit and you would like to keep that, starting to create your own catalog. Yes, you can. You just click here and you create, and it will go on program data by default. It will go on program data, FAMIC technology, custom, and you just put the name, okay, demo webinar. Okay, so, and I'll call you 1. Once you have created your database, you just demo webinar, you just create with this icon here, plus icon, you insert user-defined catalog, and let's say system 1, for example, and you can create subcategory, could be valve, and there you go. Another one will be pump. I will limit to 2 category, and it will be easy. So let's say pump, and you just use this one. You drag this here, and there you go. You can accept, and this will be, you will have your catalog starting to be built. If you have a generic component like this pump, you just drag drop this one in the pump, and the catalog will ask you to put a part number 1, 2, 3, for example. Okay, so ls pump, and there you go, and ABC for whatever the manufacturer, and there you go. You will have your pump. That's the way you will create your own catalog, and
Can you
can
just,
save
Richard, can you just take the same valve and configure the pressure drop of it? There's a question if it's possible to
modify.
customize a pressure drop from an Excel spreadsheet, so we can show it how you can copy paste the data inside the valve.
Yeah.
So you save
Yes.
it with the
Okay.
right pressure drop.
So the question is on the spool valve, if you would like to modify the pressure drop of this valve. Yes, it is possible.
Yes.
You can go here, you go directly on the spool. Okay, you click on the spool, and the technical specification are still open, not blocked for this one. Okay, it may happen that some manufacturer has hidden the data. It may happen, but for this one, it's there. You can change the area of flow. You can even change the pressure drop, but you have to be familiar with this interface. Okay, so you can access to this. You can modify the data, the table here, and so on. Okay, so this is the way to change. Starting from a manufacturer component, you can go at the next step and adjust if need be. Once again, if need be, you can adjust the curve if you are a valve designer. Yes, you can. You can even access to the command and modify the command as well. So another question?
Another question that comes up is regarding the 3D portion of the catalogs.
Yes. If I take, for example, let's get back on Hydroforce. I had a Hydroforce here open with the 3D. This 3D, it's a preview, a 3D viewer. It's just a 3D viewer. I saw, what was the question?
Yes.
If the question is for exporting this, we will refer you to the website of Hydroforce. They have their own. So manufacturer, there is no download feature here. This is just a viewer. So please refer to the manufacturer website.
And maybe something else worth mentioning is regarding the, I don't know if you want to give a little bit of a preview of why these were created for the block manifold.
For the black manifold, there will be a specific webinar on this because it's I don't want to make it short. There is a lot of detail, and there will be a full webinar. And please check the agenda. It will be really interesting. So maybe Vincent will be the presenter.
Absolutely. We will cover the export. We will cover the export of the complete manifold after the valve, but also the 3D internals are configured. We will cover all the exports. Question is about will these 3D be available from the manifold design tools? Yes, you'll be able to export in step format the complete block with its components.
Another question is from I saw Vincent. Yes, some ask me to. There will be Parker cartridge valve. Of course, it's already in my list here.
Yes.
Parker, there is Parker cartridge valve. It's here and will be available also on the 7.0 with the 3D. No problem.
Another question maybe that came up was regarding the animation and the test benches.
Yes. Yep, go ahead. Yep.
The question was related on how to be able to create those. I had mentioned this is not my webinar that we're doing is not going to be able to go through all the details on the animation used on the plotters, but maybe just to mention that this those features are possible through animation. Yeah.
Yeah, those Bruno, those animation are included in the simulation engine and the simulation feature of Automation Studio. So, but you can modify the parameter of those.
No, to clarify, it's not on the animation of the circuit simulation. It's the animation of the plotters using the like HMI animations.
Okay, I see. Okay, so but the plotter and HMI is two different things. The HMI is something that you do, but it's not the focus and the content of this webinar. But just to answer quickly this question, you can create animation, 2D animation and 3D animation in Automation Studio because we have a new 3D diagram, and we have also these feature here that we have, and we can, for example, if I go to Home and I can create this rectangle. So this rectangle can be a cylinder part, for example, and this cylinder we can create animation because we have all these features coming with, okay, color, okay, we can change the color, we can do translation using a variable as segment. But if I get back on the question, if we talk about animation in the plotter, this is automatically done by using the plotter function of time or function of X here. So if I open this one, okay, so the animation here are done by Automation Studio. They are not customized. They are not, customizable. Okay, so you just, if I take this valve, for example, drag drop this valve. Oops, sorry, there was some hidden information in it. But let's take this valve here. Once again, I'm not lucky. All right, let's take the pump.
No, Richard, can I interrupt you? Just add an instrument, dynamic measuring instrument on the valve and drag the plotter and the dynamic instrument.
Oh yeah, yes, as well, yeah. Yeah, so, but once again, my colleague is saying you can just put a pressure here, measuring instrument, or you can even put the flow. And there we go. And after, you can use the animation, and for simulation purpose, you just move this one and this one. So that's the way you can start simulate, and you will be able to measure the flow and the pressure. But if my answer is you cannot customize and create your own animation in the plotter. This is handled by, and this is powered by the simulation engine.
Yes, there is a webinar, I think the fourth one, maybe on the list, dedicated to simulation good practices. So we'll cover plotters, dynamic measuring instrument as well, and we'll jump into what is required really to have a precise simulation based on the expectations.
Yeah. Okay, so this is
it's 10:30, Richard.
10:30, yes. Yes. We still have 105 people online. If there is a other question, we can extend to 5 or 10 minutes for me if people are available. I would like to see with Bruno if we have went through all the question. If there is some similar question, we can skip those. I saw that there was some question about the 3D. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, the 3D we had answered a little bit there regarding the step and also the way it's using the manifold, which we recommend to attend next webinar. Maybe one of the questions that come up is, but it's more related to when Automation Studio 7.0 is available. And another question that comes up as well that would be beneficial is, how do I know if I have access to Automation Studio catalogs?
Okay, this is a really good question. Really good question. You could just open your Automation Studio software and here, tools. Okay, you go to administration and you have the key here, key symbol, license, and there you go. You will have the license information. And you drag, just move the cursor down the list and you will see manufacturer catalog with the manufacturer, the subscription date that will end on 2022 for me. Okay, so, and you have to have the catalog module after the CAN module here. Indeed, I'm the presenter, I have the full version. Maybe your list will be limited compared to this, but catalog and manufacturer catalog. But if you have manufacturer catalog, automatically you will have catalog in your list. Question? Another question, Bruno?
The question was the release of the 7.0. We still in the really the last what's the last certification period. So hopefully we make it by the end of January or somewhere in February. We'll keep you posted. Everything, as you've seen, is done. All the development is completed. It's just a matter of finalizing some of the aspect. I look at the question list. I think from what could be shared globally to everybody, Bruno, correct me if I'm wrong, I think most of the good, by not the good, they were all good questions, but the questions that could benefit to everybody were answered live. There's still some specific aspects, so we will contact you individually if there's really some specific questions or topics that may require more information to be shared.
Yes, thank you, Vincent. Okay, so thank you very much to attend. You was a great number of attendees today, and hope you.
Yes.
I covered the most important feature that we have in our Catalog Manager tool, and if you are a manufacturer and you haven't seen your catalog on our webpage, please, you can contact me. I'm Richard Gagne. I'm managing the catalog, and also I'm the quality manager of FAMIC. So for certification of product. So just send me an email or send an email to support saying that you attend this webinar and you would like to be in touch with the catalog team. So thank you very much and hope you will attend the other webinar coming on next week. If I get back on the page, this will be the next webinar, will be Thursday, yes. January 28, and this will be the presentation of our new module, 3D block manifold. The week after, this will be another new module called FMEK, or based on the failure mode analysis and the effect of failure and how critical are. You will be able to see how to document the criticality of the failure as well. Thank you, and have a great day or a great night if you're in Asia, or in Europe. Great evening as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.